here live on BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired Radio Show. Now here's one little speech I'm going to give you before I get into the next article. Here's what I want to tell you. Still, fear is big business. Fear is big business. I'm not telling you not to be alarmed by what you're seeing. I'm not telling you not to be concerned. What I am saying is not to buy into the notion that we should be afraid. You should be informed. You should be aware. You should start educating yourself about some things. I don't have the solutions. I don't have the answer. I wish I could say that if you did X, Y, and Z, you might not get shot by the police. I wish I could tell you that, but I can't. But what I can say is just start making yourself aware of what's going on, but don't be so consumed by what you're seeing that you become afraid, that you don't want to go out. Or you become numb. That's a good point, Nate. Nate said, or you become numb to it, like you just don't care. So we need you to just continue to be in touch with what's going on, but educate your family. Talk to you. TGIW, you listening to the Be Inspired Radio Show. TGIW, everybody. Yes. Welcome to the Be Inspired Radio Show right here on BeExposedRadio.com. Yes, with your host, Miss Be Inspired on the mic. And if you can see, yes, I have an empty studio. I have an empty studio because I gave the fellas tonight off, and there's a special reason why I did that. But before I get into that, I just want to say welcome everybody to the show. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know that I love you so much, and thank you. Every week you guys tune in, and I appreciate you all so much. We are live here every Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on www.beexposedradio.com. We are also live on YouTube on the Be Exposed Radio channel. So what I need y'all to do, all of the fans, all of the listeners, please go to YouTube and like the Be Exposed Radio channel. And that way you can see all of the past shows of the Be Inspired Radio Show. And on top of that, we have some amazing talent on Be Exposed Radio. I'm really proud to be a part of this family. And for what I understand, Be Exposed, the station, has been nominated for an award, the Baltimore Music Awards, I believe it is, for Best Radio Station. So yeah, we doing big things, family. We doing big things. So you can go ahead and subscribe to Be Exposed Radio page. And then also we stream live on Facebook Live just because we love y'all so much and we don't want y'all to miss a beat. So we also stream live on Facebook Live as well on the Be Exposed Radio page and on the Be Inspired Radio Show page, which I need everybody to go and like. We are up to about 400 and some likes so far. Let's make it 500. Come on, let's do that. Let's make our goal 500 for next week. I think we had a couple of likes this week. That's amazing. Let's keep it up. Keep the word going about the Be Inspired Radio Show and all that is amazing about this show. But yes, as you can see, Blizzard and Azrael aren't here tonight. I gave them the night off because y'all are in for a treat. Let me just tell you. Let me pause right here and tell you that you are in for a treat. You are about to be graced with the presence of two amazing women. And I had the chance to meet them at the Ouch Girl fashion show. Remember I was telling y'all about that a couple of months ago or 2 months ago? So I met these two amazing women at that fashion show. And when we met, we knew that there was a connection. We were like, oh my God. We actually started networking and talking a little bit about what we all did. And we all found out that we were in entertainment. We were in radio. And we were like, So the amazing thing is, a couple of weeks later, we all ended up at another fashion show, and we were all just attending that event. We weren't there to be in the fashion show. We were all there to support it. And we looked at each other and was like, this is meant to be, right? So I can't tell you how excited I am that they're on the show tonight. We them girls. Yes, we are. And you are about to find out why we are them girls. We're going to tell you all about what that means a little later on in the show when they join us later. So I'm just telling you, you're in for a treat. These two women are motivated, intelligent. They are queen bosses for real. And you're about to find out about that too. So you got to stay tuned. And then on top of that, don't stop it there. Go ahead and invite all of your friends, everybody that you know. Go ahead, and if you're viewing via YouTube, send them the link and say, come on, join the fun, join the show. And if you are viewing via Facebook Live, make sure you invite your entire friend list. Tell everybody to come on and just join the fun. I'm just excited to be here today. I'm in here by myself just for a short while. Don't get used to this because the show is about to get hot in just a few minutes. I'm going to do all my intros, set the show off, and then bring in our guest for tonight because I promise you will not be disappointed. Our topic tonight, so what we did was we were actually on Deborah Franklin, who is one of the beautiful women that's going to be here in the studio in just a little bit. She has her own show called Conversations with Deborah Franklin. And myself and Damita Queen, and you're going to find out what her nickname is too. I'm not going to spoil any of that. I'm going to wait till they come in the studio so you can get all of the action, all of it. So, but Damita the Queen and myself, we were on Conversations with Deborah Franklin this past Monday, and the theme was trick or treat, how to know the difference. And we were talking about relationships. Now, I know all of us have been in situations and relationships of all kinds, because listen, the one thing I do know about relationships is it's not just about relationships you get in with a boo. You can get in a relationship with a boss. And when I mean, I'm talking about a work relationship, and you might feel like you got tricked when you got hired for that job. Amen. Amen. You thought it was one thing. You started on day one and you realized it was something totally different. Trick. Come on, somebody. So relationships come in all shapes and forms. So we talked about relationships, though. We talked about mainly relationships when you are in a relationship with your boo and how to know if you're tricked. So we're going to talk about that, or treat it. Definitely, or treat it. So let me just say, we're going to talk about that. This is part 2. Relationships, how to know if you're being tricked or treated. See, that's why I said you had to stay tuned, because it's about to get crazy up in here. We're going to talk about some of the ways to know that you were tricked. We talked about that actually on Deborah's show on Monday, and I wish y'all could have tuned in, because it was. And if you didn't, it's not too late. Deborah will tell you how you can get the recap of that and how you can get the replay. It's not too late, but I promise you won't be disappointed. So we're going to talk about that, and she has some of the recap with her tonight that we're going to chat about. And then in addition to that, I wanted to bring up, so here we go. This is Miss B Inspired Soapbox. I wish I had some kind of like fancy music to intro Miss B Inspired Soapbox, but we do it every week. And so last week, what I'm doing is bringing back one of the soapbox topics that I talked about last week, which is about Tamar and Vince being divorced. If you don't know who they are huge in the music industry. Tamar is a vocalist, and she's also on the Braxton's Family Values, which is a reality TV show, and also the Tamar and Vince reality TV show. And her husband, Vince, is also a producer, and he's produced some big names. So they are married, and they have recently filed for divorce. And I'm bringing that back up because I think that folds in, it goes well with the topic that we're talking about in terms of relationships, because there are different things that can affect how your relationship turns out. And if you're in the entertainment industry, let me just say right there that can have a huge negative impact on your relationship if you're not careful if you don't have a strong foundation. And even if you do, you stand the risk of being tempted in a way. So we're going to talk about that, and I want to get their honest reaction on how they feel about that. Yeah, we don't know them personally, no. But you know how it is when you've followed somebody in the entertainment industry. You sort of feel like you're a part of their life, right? So we're going to talk about that a little bit and kind of fold that in and tie that in with our topic tonight. I know that you are going to enjoy it. Matter of fact, I promise that you will enjoy it. It's going to be amazing. So we're going to talk about that. And then also what I want to do is encourage you to continue to pray for our country and this world. It's so much going on. So much. And we're still talking about Miss Be Inspired Soapbox. We're still in that. And part of that, I wanted to talk about the condition of our world. Every time you turn on the news, and this is nothing different, but yeah, it does feel like so much more is going on, especially because we have a new administration in office. And let me take a second before I get into that to acknowledge Paula, who joined. Hey, Paula, how are you? Thank you. You know what? I appreciate you. If y'all don't know who Paula is, Paula actually, we worked together at CMS. We worked together, and we just became really good friends over the years. And it's just nice to have people who support you. So Paula, I just want to say thank you so much for tuning in. And she has been consistent. Hello? It's nothing like consistent support. Okay? Consistent support. So I appreciate her. And Blizz, thank you so much for tuning in. Blizz, thank you. I hope you're getting rest tonight because I gave you the night off, okay? So make sure you get some rest, but still enjoy the show. And Valicia, thank you. Hey, Vi, thank you so much. Yes. And she said, yes, awesome show. Thank you so much. And Frazier is all the way from Scotland, which is in the UK. He made sure I understood that. He corrected me one time. I have nothing, for me, I appreciate that kind of correction. Because if I'm wrong, let me know I'm wrong. Let me know I'm wrong. Or if I got a little smudge in the corner of my mouth or I got something on my face, let me know. Okay, don't let me look set up. Don't have me looking crazy and set up. Tell me the truth. So thank you so much, Frazier. He is always tuned in. He always has kind words. I appreciate you, Frazier. And I appreciate everybody who is tuned in. Look, hey, Derek. Hey, how you doing? Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm giving shout outs, y'all. And Miss Zena. Okay, so y'all know I got to pause and give Miss Zena some love. That's Blizzard's mom. And she is always tuned in every week. Let me give her a bell on that one. Thank you. She is always tuned in. And I thank you so much, Miss Zena. You know what? We're going to have to do some viewer appreciations on our show. Would y'all like that? If you would like that, just start hearting and liking. Let me know. Let me know. Because I think it's important to appreciate the people that support and appreciate you. So we're going to do that. So make sure you tune in because you never know when your name is going to get called to be the viewer of the week. We're going to do viewer appreciation. I think that's important. I think people love that. Listen, it's nothing wrong with getting a little shout out. People appreciate that. So thank you everybody for tuning in. So as I was saying, Lakeisha just popped in. Hey, Lakeisha, how you doing, girl? That's my girl, too. She is Sunset Soldier. That comes on Thursday nights, and I've been on her show twice, and I got to get her back on my show, too. But she is an amazing supporter as well. She's somebody, when you have her on your team and you have her in your corner, you got a real, true friend right there. She's another one that will tell you the truth, and that's how I like it. Keep it real with me. Listen. Keep it real with me. So thank you, Lakeisha, for tuning in. So all those who just tuned in, thank you again so much. Tonight, our topic is relationships. How to know if you're being tricked or treated. And we have two amazing guests. And of course, like I said, you don't see Blizzard or Azrael here because it's the them girls takeover of the Be Inspired radio show. And you're going to find out later on why we are called them girls. And it's amazing. I love our collaboration because we come up with stuff right there on the spot. Right there on the spot, and we get it done. So let me tell you, I cannot wait until they get in here. I'm literally just filling up the time until they come in the studio because I just love these ladies so much, and you're going to fall in love with them too. And what I love about the three of our connection is that each of us is so unique. We have our own style, but it works. It really works. And we're all confident in our own style. See, to me, when you have three confident women come together and do something, oh, you about to break some records. You about to set some bars. I promise you. So anyway, stay tuned, family. I didn't get through all of the stuff that I wanted to talk about for the intro. Also, we have Charlene Wilson also coming from the UK, contributor of the show. She's going to be on the show a little later on. Y'all got to stay tuned to the Be Inspired radio show right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to today's graduation ceremony. Students, when you hear the reason or reasons for your absences throughout the years, please exit the auditorium without your high school diploma. Once you've exited, remove your cap and gown and proceed into the unknown. Too tired. Family trip. Part-time job. Helping around the house. Sick day. Starting the holidays early. Just because.
Starting in the 6th grade, students who miss 18 days or more of school in a year for any reason will fall behind and risk not graduating high school. How many days of school has your child missed this year? Absences add up. Keep track at boostattendance.org today. Brought to you by the U.S. Army and the Ad Council.
I got drunk one night. This is the night that I put my head through the window and everything.
Why would you do that?
Now, I was sitting on the floor.
All these stories always involve alcohol.
They do. I was sitting on the floor, and my drink of choice back then was vodka and orange juice. Ooh, it's still my drink of choice, but I don't drink it as much.
I was a 151 kid, straight up.
I love vodka, especially when it was...
that rubbing alcohol.
You know.
What brand?
I love back then I was hooked on Absolute.
That was the best at the time.
And Pinnacle was like number 2 and stuff like that.
Because they didn't have what's the new one that came out? Yeah, what was the new one?
Ciroc, vodka, and
no, the other one. Who is real smooth? New Amsterdam.
Grey and
New Amsterdam came out and it was so.
And Grey Goose. Grey Goose was out at that time too.
See, I didn't drink. I told you 151. That was my drink.
Yeah, Grey Goose vodka was one of the ones because I loved the bottle.
You can light it on fire.
The bottle was hot. It was that shaded, that shaved glass.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I was sitting on the floor and we was talking about something I don't even remember what we were talking about. All I know is I was bust out laughing. I got ching-ling-ling-ling-ling, glass everywhere. I wouldn't cut it all though. I had to.
Because you had your body.
Actually, I didn't. I ain't have any hair back then.
Oh.
I don't remember. I don't think I did.
And you ain't cut your hair?
Nope. I was just fine. I was like, oh, your glass broke, and it was winter, dead of winter.
Check more of these funny moments out when you tune into Be Exposed Radio.
Y'all ready? Yo, who at the door? Let him in. Yo, come in, have a seat on Mclean's couch. We'll host the Brahma Ball and go with Bliss. Talking about real topics.
Yeah, this the man that holds it down. Mr. Showtime. D the Boss. Check us out every Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
I'm in a relationship. Mm-hmm. My girl happens to be long distance. Mm-hmm. So with that being said,
I beat my thing like it owes me money.
Sorry.
Because I asked that because so many people are not comfortable.
Here's my thing. It's mine.
That's right.
And you need to know yourself before you can have somebody please. If you can't tell nobody how to please you, if you don't know how to please yourself.
That's right.
You know what you like.
You know what you like. You know the stroke, all that. So you're right, and I mean you shouldn't be ashamed of it. It's your body. Yeah, I'm over here struggling with the ear.
Yeah, I'm glad it's you today. I'm glad it's you today, brother.
Oh, this thing going to drop. It's going to drop about at least like 5 times.
I'm over there struggling.
So, E.D., do you have a problem with masturbating? No, I don't. I don't masturbate often because I have a fear of going blind. So, yes. When I found, yes.
You could go blind from
Yes. I read about it. Is that true? No. It's not true. It's not. Okay.
Because I was going to say I should have been blind a long time ago.
Let me drop some knowledge on you real quick.
I was just playing.
But
Hey, what's up, good people? It's the man you all know and love, E. Digger. Make sure you check us out every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Whoa. The moment my son saw a redwood tree.
It's huge!
Is the moment I knew that for him,
You can't even see the top of that thing!
even the sky has no limit.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. Your moment is out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Be Inspired Radio Show right here on BeExposedRadio.com with your host, Miss Be Inspired on the mic. And yes, I gave Blizzard and Azro the night off. You can thank me later, fellas. You can thank me later, yes. But for good reason. Because, yeah, it's about to get really live in here. Now, it's a little chilly in here. But all of us took our jacket off because it's about to get real hot. Now, let me point something else about this. None of us coordinated what we were going to wear. And all of us ended up with black on. That's how you know this connection is real. So I'm going to stop talking because I need to introduce. You got to see the uniqueness. It's like all three of us are so unique in our own way, but it's amazing. So I have in the studio with me none other than, I'm going to start over here and I'm going to work my way around. Deborah Franklin from Conversations with Deborah Franklin.
Hey guys, hey, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me on tonight. I'm excited.
This is, I'm telling you, Paramount show right here. And then, so let me clear my throat for this one.
Let me help you. Do I need to give you the music? Yeah. Should I say, let me clear my throat? Da, 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 da.
We have, and I'm going to show the
camera.
Look, let me see her.
Look,
make sure y'all can see her.
Give her all the room.
Give y'all see me? Do I need to stand up so you can really see me?
See, none other than Demeanor Queen,
oh my
or as I like to call her, this is extra, y'all. If y'all see me do anything, I told her I was gonna get a box of gum that says extra and put her face on it.
I'm trying to tell you, and tell you the name is well deserved, but she's unique. You know what I'm saying? Like extra, not in a bad way. Like you know she's here. Her presence is felt, and to me that's amazing. And to me, again, that's about confidence. Remember I was telling you earlier how it is amazing when you have three confident women or confident women in general come together and do something amazing. So yeah, extra. Let me let you say hello to all the people.
So hello world. Hello to all of those that hear the sound of my voice at this moment. It is so great to finally get to meet you guys. But going back on that extra thing, you know, I kind of missed like 90% of the show the other day due to technical difficulties, and I was devastated about that, y'all. So instead of extra, I was extra. Yes. Okay, you call me extra on that night. So extra, I had to go to bed on that note and wake up the next day. But it's a new day. It's a beautiful day. I am so glad, so blessed to be in the presence of these two beautiful women. I'm just honored to be here on this day, to be in the presence of you guys who are listening, who tune in every single week. I'm so glad to meet you guys, and I look forward to what's about to happen next.
OMG.
It's them girls, y'all.
Yes.
Them girls.
Y'all want to talk about that? Let's talk about that.
Them girls.
Yeah,
them girls. And you know, that started out as a joke.
Yeah, right.
We was like, what are we gonna do? How we gonna I said, but the bottom line, people gonna start seeing us coming, and when they see us coming, they gonna start saying, them girls. Them girls. But them girls actually stands for something that we can be proud of. And I'm gonna tell you, I am gonna be them girls because that means that we are determined.
Yes.
We are empowered.
Wow.
And most of all, we are motivated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And gifted. Y'all ain't ready for this.
Oh,
I think they need to hear that one more time.
And gifted.
Yeah.
Because the DEM stands for? We stands for the D stands for what? Determined, empowered, and motivated. And when you are determined, empowered, and motivated, you have no other choice but to reach your purpose and your destiny. Because with the three of us, we bring so many different things to the table that we can't help but jump out into this sphere and explode in the atmosphere. Because we getting ready to set some cosmic things on fire.
You know what? Let me pause you right
I'm
there.
sorry. I get carried away.
No. This is amazing. But you know what?
Conversations.
Right.
It was.
Be extra hard conversations.
She got conversations for days.
Yes. And ergo, conversations with Deborah Franklin.
But I wanted to pause you right there because you know how the aha moment happens. You said, let's jump out in this sphere. And we talking about the atmosphere, not FEAR. Fear.
Okay. And I'm talking about SPHERE. Sphere. Yes. And then we're talking about the sphere. Because when we talk about the sphere, that's bigger than just something just right here. We're talking about something larger than life. Something that no one has ever seen 3 African American women do.
Yes.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Right.
And we okay with being okay with who we are.
Yes. That's what I love about it. So there you have it. We them girls. Now you know why. Now it's not just broken English, as Demeter made sure we were clear on. She was like, no offense, but I'm too fabulous for that, honey.
Right.
Don't be having me sexing up.
Right.
Talk about why we got this T-shirt on with them, and we all know how to spell.
But it was
we got 900 degrees in this one room.
Right.
And we talk about, we did it. So, and of course, I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all see her over here taking pictures, and we getting ready to talk. So, ma'am, we supposed to be talking to the people, and we on Facebook Live, so they see you taking pictures, and we supposed to be talking. Y'all see why we call her extra?
Hey,
so now y'all know
all about it. Okay,
I can't. I just can't. What was I gonna say next? I can't even. I just.
Oh, wait a minute. And then she live, and I'm sorry, y'all. I hit the button by mistake.
That's okay.
So
that's okay, because we get ready to go on a commercial break. So let's do that real quick.
All right. Because then we got to come back and start this conversation about,
oh, my God.
Are you a trick or are you a treat? Yeah. And then how do you know the difference?
Amen.
Because this popped off on my show Monday night, and I'm excited about us taking it to another level tonight, because we got to hear what you think. Because, y'all, that show, it was fire Monday night. We almost had to stay on longer, but I said, y'all, we got to cut this off.
We hung up all early.
It's all good. Part 2.
Okay.
But we got part. I'm so excited about this, taking it to part 2. So again, guys, get ready. Are you or let's start thinking about, are you the trick or are you the treat?
Oh, you know Deborah's gonna be leading this, right? it's just that's just how it's gonna happen, because this way it started in her show anyway.
Too funny.
Let's do this. We get ready to take this break. Everybody, I need you to stay tuned in, and then also come back with somebody. Go invite somebody, and stay tuned to the Be Inspired Radio Show right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey.
you've been listening this far, we're going to throw in a little bonus hour. You ready? Hoo-ha!
Bonus hour's gonna last. I'm getting addicted.
Love is extra hour. Everything is organic here on the bonus hour.
Hey, there's my son. You've been in your room all morning.
Hey, Dad.
Matt, what's wrong with your voice?
There is nothing wrong with my voice.
Oh, well, it's just sort of.
I have been playing my video games and electronic games for so many hours.
Uh-huh. Well, it sounds like it might be time for you to take a break, or...
Hello, Dad.
Susan?
I have been watching TV and text messaging all morning. Yay, electronics. Yay, yay, yay.
Guys, I think it's about time to get in the car and take a little trip. Maybe see some trees, some green things.
What are these green things you speak of?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Get out to the forest and discover the wonders of nature with your family, just like Blue, Jewel, and the whole Rio flock.
Let the kids connect to their roots. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah! Woo-hoo!
Let's rock this jungle.
Woo!
Fresh air.
What a glorious morning.
Clean water.
Woohoo! This is great.
And endless surprises.
Yo, this is untapped territory.
How amazing.
Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
So when you get to the corner...
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Be inspired herself. So y'all, please go ahead, like and share the video. Go to BeInspiredRadio.com or BeExposedRadio.com,
Yes.
and you can go to which Facebook page and catch it live?
Be Exposed Radio.
Be Exposed Radio
Facebook page.
On Facebook page. So y'all got
We
like
back.
multiple places to get on this thing.
Yeah.
I see y'all coming in. Hey Pam, hey Antoinette.
Oh, we
hey
back.
Anita. Oh, we back. We gotta go. Hey Gerard, got you to go on to the page so we can hear from you. Peace, y'all. Gotta go.
Hey everybody. So what you got was the tail end of Deborah's Facebook Live video. So let me tell you something. No, because that's amazing. She is like the queen of promotions.
Yeah.
I promise you, the queen of marketing. Like she stayed marketing something for her show, her brand, and I think that's amazing. I think we can learn a lot from that. I really do. But if you're just tuning in, this is Miss Be Inspired on the mic. You're tuned in to the Be Inspired radio show. I want to thank every single person who is tuned in tonight. Yes, I did give Blizzard and Azrael the night off. They are resting because we have them girls takeover of the Be Inspired radio show.
Love it.
Yes.
We them girls.
We them girls. Deborah Franklin, Zamita the Queen. There you have it.
And she can call her the Queen.
Right.
And her last name is
Zamita Queen.
And her last name is Queen.
It's so hard not to say
the Queen.
The Queen.
But you know what? I kind of like that.
I was
That was extra. So she just what?
No.
The Queen.
No. Oh Lord. I don't know. My grandmother, she might be a little
We're going to talk to grandma.
She Miss Queen too now.
So
she might say I'm the Queen. That's my granddaughter.
Okay, got it.
Hey,
she a queen in training.
The OG gonna come take over.
Grandma's Dolores Queen.
Yeah, see?
So, hey.
Love it.
Oh
love
my
it.
God.
Love
So
it.
let me pause and just give a shout out to everybody. Blizzard, of course, thank you. Lady T, oh my God, thank you so much for tuning in. You know I love you. Hey, Mark from Skyline Models Foundation. He's tuned in. One of my good friends. I'll see you on Friday at our meeting. Yes, indeed. Renee Carr. Hey, what's going on, Renee? Latoya Felder, also a friend. Shawnee Russell. So that's another good friend of mine. She said, "Them girls," and put a heart next to it. Yes.
Love it. Thank you.
She said, "Yes." You know how we like that.
Yes.
Blizzard said, "Facts. Them girls." Okay. Icy.
Okay. Love it.
And my cousin Rodney. What's up, Rodney?
Hey, cousin.
He's one of those cousins. He's amazing. That's all.
Is he everybody's cousin?
Well, let me tell you one thing. He's well connected, and he's somebody who will help you. He helps fam.
Awesome.
Let me just say that.
I love it.
So thank you, Rodney. Love you, man. All right, who else we got? All right, so I got to pause and do the shout outs. All right, who else we got? Nella from Australia is watching.
Hey, Nella. Shout out to Australia.
Yeah, so Nella actually is one of the contributors on this show. She comes on the 4th Wednesday of every month.
Okay. Nice.
Y'all got to connect with her, too. She's amazing. Khadisha Carroll, she's Miss Live on Purpose. So, hey, Miss Live on Purpose. How you doing, Brandy? We just got so many people. Everybody's liking and hearting. We love y'all.
Y'all, the intern just, I'm sorry. He has graduated from the intern to now my assistant. This is what he tells everybody. He's created a subsidiary. And he says, I'm loving this studio vibe.
Hey. Upgrade.
Go ahead, Isaiah. Y'all, I'm sorry. When the intern, I have to tell this story. He was the intern, and I have been giving him so much stuff. He said, "That's okay. I said, I need to get you a card, so when people ask you," he said, "No, I'm creating my own card, and I'm going to be a subsidiary of Conversations Entertainment Inc."
Wow. Okay.
I said, "Okay,
yay, big word.
Come on, here, subsidiary."
Yay, big word.
And then when I told him about y'all, he said, "You mean I got to start working with 2 more women?" I said, "Yeah."
Oh.
So get ready. So yeah. So come on. Subsidiary.
So this is what I'm about to do. I'm about to pass the buck to you for our topic tonight.
All right, y'all.
I'm
excited. Okay, so the topic started out. For those of you that may have missed the show, you can go back to conversationswithdeborahfranklin.com. I'm sorry, conversationsdeborahfranklin.com or FIYA radio.com, and you can catch Monday night show on the website. Because the topic was, are you a trick or a treat, and how to know the difference? So one of the questions that came up, and I thought this was like, we started out and we started questioning, so why do people wait to February to talk about relationships when you got 10 other months, 11 other months a year? So why do people wait till February? Why do we have to wait till February to start talking about relationships? So yeah. And then we said, why aren't people open and honest about their relationships?
Yes.
So y'all
I
get
got
ready.
answers for all of that.
All right. You ready?
Listen, I'm going to be quiet because I had my turn on Monday. So,
all right. Okay. So we're going to put 3 questions out in the atmosphere because I like number 3.
All right,
if you are a married person, how do you deal with your single friends? So, Ms. Demeter, which one are we tackling first?
Well, however you want it. I got answers for all of that.
Well, go for it.
So what's the question?
Okay, first one was, why do we wait till February to talk about relationships?
Okay,
is February the only month that we in love?
I know exactly why people wait.
We can't get booed up to February.
They wait till February to talk about relationships because that's when it's comfortable.
Because
people, they like to do what the Joneses is doing. They like to do what everybody else is doing.
We did say that.
They're talking about it now. So let me join into this blog. Let me join in with this post.
Yes.
Knowing that's not your regular communication, but that's why. Okay, so number 2 moving forward.
And then they get booed up. They booed up in February and unbooed in March.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
But you know what? Like I was saying on Monday show,
right?
Status quo is that that's a reflection of how people deal with their relationships in general. Like you jump into these fly-by-night relationships and then you out the next minute, and people do not take the time, and you know me because I gotta jump on Miss Be Inspired soapbox. Don't spend the time to get to know whoever they get in a relationship with for the sake of wanting to be booed up.
Exactly.
So to me that's symbolic. Like we wait until February because we want that feeling, but then we're out the relationship in the next minute.
Well, really, I think it happens towards the end of January because that way they have to buy the Christmas gift and the New Year's Eve gift. I'm just saying, just putting it out there. You get booed real quick in like the middle of January. When that first good snow happened, especially for those of us on the East Coast. But I think that's that's part of it right there. And then just not taking the time to get to know the people.
Yes.
And so and that leads us right to what the next question was. Why aren't people open and honest about their relationships? Because I had this conversation as well. If somebody tells you straight up, I'm just looking for a maintenance man or a maintenance woman, and then you start catching feelings. What happens when that other person is still like, we said it was maintenance only,
right?
And now you got feelings. What do you do? How do you get out of that?
That's a good one.
Y'all know nobody's responding.
I've been out. No, not yet. I put the questions out there. Okay, so let me pause and say, listen, we like hearing from y'all. We want y'all to put comments in the Facebook Live, but we also like hearing from y'all. So call us at 410-702-5657 or text us at 443-642-9403. Now, what the text does is it sends you to the www.beexposedradio page where you can send your comments there or on YouTube. But if you're viewing via Facebook Live, you can just send us messages there and we'll read your comment. So we are talking, recap the question again so they will know what we are talking about.
We are talking about relationships. Are you a trick or a treat, and how to know the difference? The first question that we threw out, and Demita said, is because people just want to follow the status quo. So why do people wait to talk to February to talk about relationships and not be open to talk about it before then? So she said because of status quo. Then we threw out there, why aren't people open and honest about their relationships? And what happens when somebody says up front, I just want maintenance, but then you start to catch feelings? How do you get out of that?
Okay, so that's the current question.
I thought I told you that I was going to be on the air, like between...
And she is on the air, and she don't realize
like
that
they are
on the
tripping because I'm on the air and I just picked up the
Is she
phone.
on the
But I'm just like really trying to understand why somebody would call my phone when it's like all blasted all out throughout Facebook. And did I need to put my phone on airplane mode or something?
I think so.
Okay,
Y'all, and therein lies why.
Now
you know
air,
she's
so
extra.
But okay. If you would like to call into the show and give us a shout out, that number is
410-702-5657.
Did you get that? 410-702-5657. Goodbye.
Amen.
Ouch.
No, extra.
So clearly that had to have been a trick. But anyway,
that's why I answered the phone. No, let me.
Lord have mercy, y'all.
Because I'm trying to get treated. But anyway,
Come on, treat.
That goes along with the questions that we got going on here now.
Okay, do you know what? I'm just gonna jump on down to this good last one.
Oh, let's do that one.
How do you deal with a user in a relationship? Because you know we've all had them.
You give them a taste of their own medicine.
Let me put that out
Oh,
there
wait
too.
a minute.
Yes,
Explain. Explain. Because, I tell everybody.
The player.
I need to come to your school then. Please, can you give some lessons? Give some lessons, Miss Queen.
Shoot. I mean, that's what I'm just saying. I'm learning. What I'm learning. See, I've always been the you can't play the player type. You can't feed me nothing that I ain't already fed you, boo. But now I'm starting to learn, a little older in age and life now, that it might be best to play the role like you dumb. Like you dumb yourself down a little bit. Make them think that you don't know what's going on.
Okay.
So that's how you get rid of the user.
Wow.
That's a really good question because so I'm gonna be transparent. I used to be a sucker for being used. I'll just say it like that because I'm just a really nice, open person. And this is something me and my husband always talk about. If I see you, I feed off of also energy. So, if you have positive, loving energy, I'm feeding off of that. But then a person also can trick you into believing that that's who they really are just to get in there. And then once they do and they already know your angle is you're nice and that whatever it is you'll do whatever they ask you to do, right?
And then you take it a step further. They know that you're nice, but then because you are that open person, because you are that nurturing person, you start to tell them what you really want.
Right.
And then because they are in treat mode, they take what you like and flip it so they can use you in a different way.
Right.
So, go on and do this for me. I know you're trying to buy a house. I know you're trying to get this. So, I can help you. But in all actuality, you still paying all the bills.
We do have a comment. Lady T said, get rid of them. If they don't buy you a Pepsi, then run like Forrest Gump.
I love it. She said, get them.
I love that. But you know, it's the truth. Like, okay, so like, I'll just say this, and we talked about this also on Monday. I don't know any other way but the truth. Like, you just have to be upfront with people. But if you're a person who is used to being used, yes, it is going to take time. Yes. But you're going to have to do just like Nike said, and just do it. Don't even give yourself a chance to talk yourself out of it. You just got to say, listen, it stops right here. And you get to the point where you get fed up. And for me, it was like that. You know, I'm still a very nice person, but I set boundaries in my life. And I say, listen, you're not on my list of priorities. Your emergency is not my emergency. You know, yeah, I'll see if I'm able to help you. But if it doesn't fit in, it doesn't fit in. I'm not going to be able to just do whatever it is you want me to do. And you know what helped me? Having a husband and having my kids, because they put things in perspective for me. Right. My first priority is to them. I got to make sure their needs are met. Outside of that,
and I totally agree.
You know,
I totally agree.
So yeah.
And then, you know, and then sometimes it feeds into, especially women, it feeds into our low self-esteem that we may have about ourselves. And you can't get caught up into, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not smart enough, I'm not enough, and I can't get anybody else situation either. You got to know and start to learn within yourself that you are the best you that you going to be. And can't nobody treat you better than you. And start treating yourself. The problem is we don't expose ourselves to different things.
Yes,
you know, don't get caught up just because they can take you to Ruth Chris. Baby, go to Ruth Chris and get that stuff yourself.
Hello?
Groupon will help you there. Groupon. Find out when they got a sale. Yes, find out when Ruth Chris got a sale, or go during lunch. Let people just go take a day off and take yourself to lunch. Oh, and my girlfriend Shar Johnson said, "OMG, are you a trick or a treat? My. And she said she's listening. And then she talked. She's going to be addressing the single friends. So when we get to that, she has an answer for that.
Oh, good.
So excited. But guys, most of all, because it is them girls tonight, y'all got to embrace that you are them girls. You are determined, you are empowered, and you are motivated. And you got to motivate yourself to want more and expect more. Because that's how you get caught up in being used. Because I'm right there with you. I'm a witness for that as well. Because I was in something for so long that I had to just really, it was hard for me to step back and really see myself. And know that this person is using me. They're not taking me anywhere.
So I'm going to ask you, okay, and this is for everybody else. How do you know the signs that you are being used or you are in a relationship where it's all about opportunity for that other person? How do you know the signs? Have y'all seen any signs in a relationship? Any red flags? That's okay.
Sorry, y'all.
Bloopers.
It's all right.
But
how do you know the signs?
Yeah, how do you know the signs?
I can help to answer that question too. So one of the ways that you can know the signs is when you realize that you're giving more than what you've been given. So that's one ultimate one. When you realize that your partner doesn't want to do the same things that you want to do. Like, you want to go to the movies and see something, but, I'm tired. I don't feel like it. I got a headache, whatever.
Good.
Please.
That's a good one.
When you're the secret.
Yeah.
When you're the secret.
We got to deal with that.
When you're the secret. When you're the secret and not the reality. Because if you can only go to the midnight show, there's a problem.
Yes.
And if you only get, I'm sorry, we did talk about that too. When you only get text messages and, inboxes and all that kind of stuff.
That's a trick.
That's definitely a trick, because that's how you know that somebody's using you. Yeah, they're taking you out, but you're always going to discreet places. You're never in public places.
Trick. That probably is a red flag.
Maybe.
I don't know, family. What else do y'all have, family? Let's do that. What other? Okay, so never mind. We can go to break. So let's do that. Okay, so but y'all, let me tell you. Oh, and we got another comment from Lady T and also from Derek Dixon, our friend of the show.
Hey,
when
Derek.
we come back from the break, we're gonna address those comments and questions and more of the Be Inspired Radio Show right here on BeExposedRadio.com with them girls.
Them girls.
Check out this flashback from the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
That's the biggest thing, is just empowerment. Just get off of the begging line. Just be proud and just get our pride and our dignity back, because as a child, we're taught how to go and beg for a job. Our parents, they literally taught us how to make sure you pull your pants up. Me, I'm 6'7", so I'm a bigger man. I was always taught how to not be threatening or intimidate people when I go into different interviews or different scenarios. And so we're literally taught how to condition ourselves, condition our speech, everything, in order to go and beg these people for a job, because we know when we walk in the door, I have to tear down 10 stereotypes before I get past hello. So we need to eliminate that. You know, and we need to eliminate that, and the way that we do that is employing ourselves and employing our brothers and sisters. And so that's our mission, is group economics, uplift ourselves, because I can't empower anyone until I empower myself, and change from just being willing, because it's in my heart and my passion to see my people succeed and see us do better and change the social order, because I know that we are not supposed to be on bottom. I understand who I was. I know I didn't fall out of the sky and land on a plantation. So when you have knowledge of self and you know who you are and what you come from, it's frustrating more than anything to see us in this position.
Tune into the Artist Exchange every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. live on BeExposedRadio.com.
Check out this flashback from Talk Lately with Monty only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Hello, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. What's going on with you?
All is well. I was just talking, I heard you talking about the climate and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think is like signs of the time?
Yeah, it could be.
No, it's not signs. I don't believe God is a woman. She ain't coming back no time soon. She's taking her time.
I like your thinking. She's a woman.
Say it again?
I said I like your thinking. She's a woman. She's smart.
Yeah, she's a woman. Women want to take their time. The thing is, you shouldn't be ready for God to come back. You should just get yourself ready, period.
True. Be prepared.
Always.
I gotta make sure I go buy a boat this weekend then, because these floods ain't no joke.
Buy a boat.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna flood the city. If it do flood the city, maybe it wash away some of this crime.
But look, I live in Federal Hill. I live right next to the water. I'm next.
Okay, well that's fine. That's fine. You be next. You buy your boat. Federal Hill need to go down anyway. Trailer trash down.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Be Inspired Radio Show right here on BeExposedRadio.com. And if you are just tuning in, thank you so much for tuning in. And I forgot to say at the top of the show, TGIW. I had somebody ding me for that. They were like, what happened? You didn't do TGIW. So TGIW, everybody, you are on the air with Miss Be Inspired. And yes, I gave Blizzard and Azrael the night off because it is the Dem Girls takeover of the Be Inspired Radio Show. And we will tell you a little bit more about what Dem Girls stands for. If you're just tuning in, make sure you share this video out to everyone. We are live on Facebook Live on Be Exposed Radio. We're also live on www.beexposedradio.com. If you lose your Facebook connection, make sure you go there, or you can also go to YouTube and join us at Be Exposed Radio. Make sure you subscribe to that channel so that you can check out all our past shows and all the amazing talent right here on Be Exposed Radio. So, you know, it's not about me tonight. It's about Dem Girls. We got Deborah Franklin from
Hello.
Conversations with Deborah Franklin, and we've got Damita Queen, but it's hard not to say the Queen.
The Queen.
It's hard. So yeah, I'm gonna pass the buck again.
Oh, back to me. me.
You've been leading us all so well.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you piggybacking off you, girl.
Yes.
I love it. But guys, you know, this is such an awesome topic, and I'm so glad that everybody is tuning in, because so many times, and at first it was a play on words because it was Halloween. But then I heard somebody else say it. So I was like, okay, we on to something. And it's time out, guys. We getting too old to still being playing trick or treat. I'm just saying.
I hear that.
You know, it's at some point
So
we gotta let it
true.
go. Gotta let it
So
go.
true.
And
trick or treat for the kids.
And there you have it.
Flat
And
out.
there you have
Trick or
it.
treat
There
for the
you
kids.
have it. There
That
you
is
have
the
it.
truth.
And then, okay, what do you think is a trick in a relationship that we don't pay attention to? What trick do they normally some people may play?
I love you.
Ooh.
I love you, baby. Or, you know how they used to say, if you love me, then you'll.
Yes.
Wow.
And that's.
I love you, girl. Oh, you do? What you know? If I was just mad at you 5 seconds ago until you said them 3 words.
Right.
Wow.
So that's a trick, you
That
know,
can be a
if
trick.
it ain't never been a trick. Come on now. How you love somebody in 5 seconds of knowing them? Oh,
That's
love
a
at first
good
sight.
one.
Love at first
Oh,
sight.
okay. Okay.
Love at first sight.
I'm not sure I buy into that.
No, not after 5 seconds.
either.
Boo.
No,
You need to get to know me.
Right.
Don't even do
Know
that.
me. Exactly. And I think another trick would be, too, is that people that, when they're so attentive, you thinking that they're really paying attention to you.
Yeah.
And then you find out
They
really
paying attention to somebody else, too.
Right.
Exactly.
You know what? That's a flag, though. Anytime a person seems too extra, and not your kind of extra, I'm
Right.
talking about in a relationship. Like, anytime somebody seems too extra, it's probably because it's a trick.
Hello?
It's a trick. It's a trick.
We got a caller, so let's put these headphones
okay.
on and see who we got on the end here. Let's see
Hey,
who we
happy
got
Halloween.
going. Okay, make sure your volume is up. Okay, can we hear anything? Hello, caller. Welcome to the Be Inspired radio show. Who do we have on the line?
This is
Okay.
Justice Queen from Connecticut.
We can't hear anything on our end. Nope. We can't hear.
This is Justice from Connecticut.
Okay, yeah, so we thank you so much. Hello, this is the Be Inspired radio
hear me?
show. Who do we have on the line? Okay, so yeah, we can't hear. Okay, so just hold on for a second for us so we can get connected. Okay, and we're gonna make sure so we can hear you. I want to hear him so we know what he's talking about. Can you hear us?
Hello?
All right, we can't wait to get connected with you because we want to hear your comment. If you get disconnected, caller, make sure you call right back because we want to talk to you.
And we want to talk to everybody. So
Yes.
make sure you dial in to 410-702-5657 because we want to hear from y'all, because that's what makes this conversation go and grow, because we want to put everybody in on it.
So you know what I'll do then while we're waiting is read some of the comments.
Okay.
Because we got a few. All right, so let's start with Derek. So he said, when the relationship is one-sided,
flag on play.
You just might as well know it. If
Yep.
it's one-sided, and that's a good way to know you're being used too. So that was a good one too. And then Lady T, who I love, she said that is the most important thing in a relationship is to know our worth. Some of the things happen to us women and men is because of our low self-esteem. That's why some of us accept anything because we don't, and let me go down for the rest of it. We don't, did I lose my, some of us expect anything because we don't want or we are afraid to be alone. Okay, our caller is back. Welcome to the Be Inspired radio show. Who do we have on the line? Okay. We still can't hear you. There may be a connection issue with our headphones. We'll try to get that fixed. Let me check this one too. Y'all know we live, so bloopers, it happens.
Yeah, it happens. With it.
Okay, we're getting ready to go to break. Caller, listen, try us back when we come back from the break because we're going to make sure that we get connected with you. We don't want to miss a beat. Stay tuned right here to the Be Inspired radio show on BeExposedRadio.com.
Join the club that gives you stuff.
Hey, thanks!
Radio Loyalty. Here's how it works. Just click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then, you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple, right? Radio Loyalty. Click that banner to join now.
Check out what you missed on Be Exposed Radio.
I don't like stuff in my mouth. It's after what you was talking about.
It's in this commercial closing.
No, seriously, I don't. I'm a germaphobe. Everything on your body is dirty.
Everything.
So I'm damn sure I could put it in my mouth. That's probably why I'm single. Thank you.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome to this week. Hey everybody, check out what you missed on the one and only Be Inspired radio show.
I'm just thankful this year I've dealt with, some growing pains, and I've overcome some things, and I've also, accomplished some things in the process. I've learned some things. I learned that everybody loves your work until they got to pay for it. That's what I learned. That's what I learned. I learned everybody loves what you do. I mean,
not always.
Listen, the Bible says money answereth all things.
Wow.
Okay, and there is a place. There is a place where finances is necessary. And when you got kids, and when you got a wife, and then you doing everything, and you top dog at what you do, especially when you weren't in the same place like with this radio show, you ain't in the same place you were a year ago. Should nobody be coming on the show and not donating to your show?
Can you say that on my show?
Should nobody be coming to your show?
Can you say that in the middle of the live?
Yeah. Make that a promo, please.
Should nobody come on this show without donating?
That is a nice commercial.
I don't care if it's $20.
Donate.
Tune in to Be Inspired every Wednesday live at 7 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
Only in the forest can you see this. But nothing beats the moment you see that.
Cool!
That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go. And you might just see this. Visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Man, it is what it is. Man, it is what it is. Well, it is what it is.
This Fly T Miles, also known as Tyree Miles, and Mr. Miles the writer.
Hip Hop K, check us out every Friday on Be Exposed Radio at 9/11.
Coming to y'all soon.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey family, welcome back to the Be Inspired radio show on BeExposedRadio.com. We have our caller who has joined us. Welcome to the Be Inspired radio show. Who do we have on the line? Hey.
Hey.
Hello.
Yes. Most definitely.
Uh-oh. Who's that? Who's calling? Who's this calling? Justice Queen. I told you I'm not the only queen, y'all. This is my brother calling all the way from Waterbury, Connecticut, you guys.
Wow.
Awesome. Hey,
That's
ring
what's
that bell.
up.
I love it.
Come on. That's right.
Demetrius Queen on the line now.
That's
from Washington, D.C.
Yes.
Awesome.
That's what's up.
Nice. Good looking, you guys.
I love it.
Love it.
Okay. We like it.
We do. Oh yeah. All right. So we talking about trick or treat, how to know the difference. And this is talking about relationships. So when you're in a relationship, how do you know whether you are being tricked or treated? Yes. Are they getting their answer together?
Look, y'all got quiet on us there.
Okay. Yes. All right. So do you want to do it?
Okay. So the question is, are you a trick or a treat? And how to know the difference. And actually what you just did is considered a trick. Because they say, oh, I can't hear. I can't hear you. I got a bad connection.
Right.
So I can't answer the question. So were you trying to trick us?
The connection.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really low on my end too.
And that's exactly what I said.
Oh my God. Yeah, the connection is a little okay. So are they connected on Facebook Live?
See if we can. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Okay. So let's do this. We're gonna try to take another caller, and we'll have them call back. Okay. So try to call us back in a little bit.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Thanks for calling in.
Thank you so much. Because we them girls.
Right, we them girls.
Oh yeah. Thank you so much, family. Listen, don't you love it? That's what I said. We talked about support earlier, and we were talking about how important it is when you have a strong support system. And the queen, we can't help it. So it just is what it is. But I know.
Oh, that's amazing. I totally did not expect that. I really appreciate my family calling in all the way from Connecticut right now and DC to say hello to me. You know, they see I'm out here. They see I'm trying to make moves. They see most importantly that I'm passionate about getting in the community, doing what I'm doing, spreading positive energy. And you know, I've already raised. You know, a lot of people don't know, or might not know, or do know, but I have grown children. You know, I have grown daughters that's in this world, 23 years old, 21 years old, and you know, I'm not a grandmother at this point in my life. My children, you know, I have one that's in college right now for criminal justice. So you know what I'm saying, one that's working, getting her money. She's about making sure that she ain't a broke biatch. You know, excuse my language, but that's what she's saying at 23. So you know what I'm saying, she about getting her coins.
I love it.
She's about the bag. You know what I'm saying. So you know, I'm about making sure that I spread that same light and that positivity onto other young females, other young girls, you know what I'm saying, so they can be something in this world too. So shout out to my family members for calling into this show to let me know that they see me, they see I'm working hard, they see that I'm out here, and I'm going to keep it moving.
All right. Well, y'all, we got one more question that we got to deal with, and we going to hear from y'all, because especially for those of you that are married and you have single friends, how do you deal with that? Now, Shar already sent us an answer, and she's one of my friends that's married, and of course, I'm the single one of the bunch. I'm not trying to say that because I want to be tricked or treated. Well, treated, yes. Tricked, no. But anyway, I embrace my single friends and proud of them. My best friends, my New York clique, are all single. Just because I'm married don't make me better. It's an exchange of love, admiration, and sisterhood. Most of my single friends are handling their business. So in other words, she basically saying, you can't have no single friends that are chicken heads.
I know that's right.
Did I sum it up right, ladies? What you think? What you think?
Absolutely. If you are married, if you're in a relationship, definitely A1. You cannot have any single friends that are chicken heads. For one thing, because they're going to be looking over the fence into your yard.
That's right.
And seeing what you got. So you got to be very careful. And I talked about that before, setting those boundaries, because I have single friends too. And we also talked about not leaving them out. So if you have a friend who's a real friend, you know, make time for them, but set them boundaries. They cannot be at your house with your boo by themselves.
Right.
That's a no-no. What are some other things? They can't be in close corners like that. If they having intimate conversations, and here's a red flag. If you have a single friend who, and they're comfortable with your boo, like if they come over your house and do one of these numbers, cross their legs, and they really comfortable in the presence of your boo, red flag. So set, and trust me, because I've been there and walked down that road. So that's why I could talk about it very candidly. You got to be careful, and you got to be upfront and pull those things to the carpet. But the single friend, if they're a good friend, if there's somebody, they will respect your relationship.
Most definitely.
They will respect the boundaries that you have set.
Right.
They won't take it personally if you can't do X, Y, and Z with them. Now, if that friend, because that's a relationship too. We're not just boo relationships, but if you're in a relationship with your friend, and they can't respect the boundaries you set, they have a problem with it.
They are a trick. Basically,
you better watch your man too, because if you got your friend coming in the house and they not respecting no boundaries, it's a reason for that. It's a reason that they think that they can do that.
Right. Yeah.
So
that's the bottom line.
Because we can't put it all on the friend, because sometimes somebody else is opening that door.
Too, and that's true.
And and I tell everybody, because I'm the single one, I set boundaries, and my married friends are like, "But you don't have to do that." Yes, I do.
Yes, you do.
Yes, I do. We're not gonna start no confusion over something silly.
Yes.
You got to set boundaries for yourself.
Yeah, I've been there before too.
You have to, you just have to be that. You have to start doing that, because if you don't, then you setting yourself up to be called a trick, and you're not even trying to be a trick.
Yeah. Let's say that. Boom.
Yeah.
We got another
there you
comment.
have it.
We do have another comment.
Okay.
Let me so Isaiah.
Okay.
Because I don't think we read his. Said, so I have a real good friend who is always calling me about her relationships and whatnot. And whatnot. And I give her, and whatnot. So he was saying that. Relationships and whatnot. And I give her advice, and she keeps ending up in the same situations over and over again. So my question is, should I not answer the phone or just not say anything?
You can answer the phone, but sometimes some people are comfortable with dating the same person that looks different. And they don't know how to tell the difference, because that's really what it's boiling down to. And I know that we've all been there. You keep wondering why I keep getting this person that I only date somebody that uses me. That's because they look like what you want them to look like. They talk like you want them to talk. But then you don't know how to come outside of your boundaries. And that's a sign of maturity. So it sounds like this person also has some self-esteem issues.
Yeah.
That they keep getting into the same thing.
That's
they got
good.
to learn to love themselves before somebody else will love them.
Excuse me, I'm getting so distracted. Right?
I was like, I think I'm on the road. Should we what are we doing? I'm trying to be all serious, and you know I don't do this very often. Be serious. And she's just like,
is it the end of the show yet?
Right.
I'm going home.
And see, and herein lies why you got to be in love with yourself.
Yes.
And know who you are 24/7,
24/7.
because nothing can get you off your game.
Yes.
Because when you are in love with yourself, distractions don't turn you on.
No.
Then you just take something else, because it's just like having a detour.
Come on.
I'm still going to get to my destination, but it might take me a little longer to get
through.
there.
Okay.
So you got to be ready for that.
Yes, I love it.
That's Conversations, Miss Franklin, y'all. Tune into her show. She has her own radio show, you guys. Tune into that joint, because you're going to love it. That's Miss Deborah right there.
I love it, love it, love it.
I'm good. I'm good.
Y'all, this is how our meetings go as well.
It does. I'm having so much fun. I appreciate being here.
Yes.
If you guys are loving the show tonight, I want you to, just put your likes out there, call into the show. Just let us know that you're having a fun time and that you want to see us again next week.
See, now she's trying to put. Now she done took the po babies off
Okay, we can't put Blizz and Azra out of a job.
My bad, bro.
You on here too, Blizz. Abort. Disregard.
Disregard.
But you know what? Let's do that. That's a perfect segue into talking about them girls and our new project. So we can't go into too much detail because of confidentiality things. So we got to make sure we keep that into perspective. But we have a new project that we are working on that is going to blow your mind for 2018.
Yes, indeed.
Now we are them girls, and what does them girls stand stand for again?
That we are determined, empowered, and motivated.
That's why we them girls.
We them determined, empowered, and motivated girls.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why we them girls. And so we have this amazing project. This relationship right here, it just came together organically. That's the only way that I can say it. It just happened. We ended up at one event called Ouch Girls, because we're also Ouch Girls. You know, we just got so many
Shout
titles.
out to Ebony.
Okay.
Yes.
Shout
Thank
out
you,
to
Ebony. If it
Candace.
wasn't
Yes.
for Andy, if it wasn't for Ebony and Candace, this would not this meeting would not have happened.
Shout out to Kendra.
Yes.
Kendra, yes.
Kendra made that happen too.
Yes. And then bottom line, y'all, we have only been together not even 90 days.
No.
This hasn't even been 90 days.
You would have thought we've been friends for years.
And years.
For real.
But
so yeah, this happened organically, and then after that fashion show that we all three modeled in, we ended up going to another fashion show that we were just attending with Derek Dixon on runway. No.
Stomp the
runway for autism, and we were just there to support. And we were like, "Hey, wait a minute!"
And of course, I couldn't think of Demeter's name. I said, "Wait a minute, that's extra." And I was like, "Extra!" And the crazy part, she answered. That was
Look,
hilarious.
what you mean I answered? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, she answered. She was like, "Huh?" And I said, "Yes, that's extra." But you know, it was just this has just been an amazing time that we have gotten together to put this project together.
Yes.
And y'all, I promise you, you have not seen anything like this, what we're putting together.
Nope.
No, take that back. You've seen something similar,
Right.
but you haven't seen it.
If you've seen like an Entertainment Tonight.
Yeah.
If you've seen a Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
If you've seen a Martha and Snoop's cooking show.
Yeah.
Then you might know a little bit about what
we
about to
do.
have.
What we about to do.
Yeah.
And if you've seen any of the old episodes of Carol Burnett,
Yes.
then
that's a lot.
you just don't know, y'all. It's getting ready to have a spin on this like never before.
Yes.
It's gonna be amazing. You're not gonna be ready for this because not only are you gonna get empowered, you're gonna get inspired, you're gonna get news, you're gonna get everything.
And you're gonna laugh.
You're gonna learn, and you're gonna. It's just gonna be. And think about this: a show with our three personalities.
Oh gosh. Let's go to break on that note. We gotta go to break. We gotta pay some bills. But listen, we have Charlene Wilson, who is about to get online with us all the way from the UK. She is a personality specialist, and she'll talk about that a little bit more, an author, and so much more. You have to stay tuned. She'll be hanging out with us. We'll be hanging out with her right here on the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. Yes.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on BeExposedRadio.com. In the building, we have live Mr. Michael Ryder. There we go. And Mr. Steve Yarn. They're doing a partnership based on what was it again? The stories of the Vulcan Blazers. An awesome production that they have coming up. And now the name of it will be called
Baltimore Heat.
There we go. They were telling us a little bit about, they're in the pre-production phase of developing this Baltimore-based production. It seems like a really awesome idea. I always love for more artistic events to come here, and because it's more of an event because you guys are going to actually use Baltimore as your complete backdrop of the city, and that's very awesome to hear.
Yeah, we want people to fall in love with this project through the visions and the tales we're going to tell about these firefighters, but also we want them to fall in love with the city of Baltimore. Just like they did with Miami Vice and Chicago Fire and NYPD Blue and
Sex in the City.
Sex in the City and all these other places that have the city as a star as much as the artists and the actors are.
And
that's
Baltimore
what our goal is.
has for many years have been the backdrops of many movies. I could think of a few Whoopi Goldberg movies, Sleepless in Seattle. A lot of these movies that have always used Baltimore as a scene. Not to mention The Wire and Homicide, and countless other movies, House of Cards. All these movies and television shows that have always used it, but it was never really about Baltimore. They always included Baltimore in the story, or the backdrops, or certain historical scenery,
things they absolutely needed to say.
But
and
it never
House of Cards actually shoots in Baltimore. But they're saying that it's Washington D.C.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're shooting here and not even giving us credit for the place we're here.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Saturday 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live. On Be
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement.
Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know you're probably just a little bit nervous. You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey everybody, welcome back, family, to the Be Inspired radio show right here on BeExposedRadio.com with myself, Miss Be Inspired on the mic, and them girls.
Love it.
Yes.
This girl is having a problem. Look, my mic just came out.
It did? Okay,
This little slide. I think I got it. I just don't want it to fall.
So yeah, the way they tell us to do it is to pull it in through this, by this way.
Yeah, don't touch the mic.
Yeah.
Touch the arm.
That happens, because that's happened to me before, and I'm sitting there with the mic in my hand like, oops. And we live on the air.
Talking about oops upside your head. Say oops upside your head.
So yes, we have Deborah Franklin in the studio
everybody.
with us. Demita Queen over here. We are here, and we are them girls, determined, empowered, and motivated. That's who we are. And so we are bringing another addition to them girls in just a second. Charlene Wilson, who is an amazing woman. I'm telling you, I met her probably about 2 months ago as well through my assistant Valicia, who is always, she's keeping me straight, but she's an awesome connector. So shout out Valicia, had to do that. But yes, so Charlene is somebody that I was able to meet through Valicia, and she is a contributor to the Be Inspired radio show, and I am so excited tonight. Charlene, are you there? Can you hear us? Yes. Yes, we can hear you, and you sound amazing, and you look fabulous. Oh my gosh.
Hello. Hello.
How you doing? Miss Charlene, you got the same name as my mama, girl.
Awesome.
Amazing. Yes. So, yes. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Can you still hear us? Okay. They're connecting it now. Yep, I can see that they're connecting it. So we'll be able to see you in just a minute. Can you see us on that end? Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
but that's what happens when we're live.
It does happen.
This is called reality TV.
This is. Hello. But you know what?
Ain't no love and hip hop.
What I'm glad about though is that we can hear you, which was
Yes.
something different. The last time you were on, we couldn't hear you, but we could see your lovely face. Yes, absolutely.
Right.
Yes.
Keep it 100.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
We love it. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Yes, come on.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Yes. Wow. Okay, so for me, um, being authentically you is without all the labels. For me, the only way I was able to be authentic is when I started to tear down or do away with all of the labels that have been put on me. And for years, you're too shy, or you're too quiet, or you're too this, or you're too that. And all those labels you ended up chipping away at who I really was. And when I was a kid, I was always outgoing. I was always loving and fun. But over the years, those labels really started to chip away at who I am and my self-esteem. And it wasn't until I recognized those labels were on me and I started to peel away at that and get to know me again. And once I got rid of those, then I found my authentic self. So really being you without all of the labels and rejecting the labels that people put on you, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that's part of what being authentically you is for me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's good. Mm-hmm. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, say that,
hear what
woman.
this woman is saying right now.
Okay, so we're getting ready to actually take a break, and we're gonna work on the connection on the break. But we're gonna take a break. All our listeners, please stay tuned. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Make sure you do that for us, and make sure you invite some people to this conversation that we are having. You don't want to miss a beat. Stay tuned to the Be Inspired Radio Show right here on BeExposedRadio.com.
The Artist Exchange Radio Show every Friday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., every Saturday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. Real artist, real talk, real live on BeExposedRadio.com.
As busy as you are, because they're good at itemizing their time, and they actually have a passion for what they do. One of the biggest lessons that I learned, I get to say this on Weird, was finding people who are not only interested in doing what you need to get done, but people who have a passion for it, because that will eliminate the idea of people just working for a paycheck. Right. Because when people sign up for a paycheck, we all had jobs where we slacked off, where we stole away in a little storage room.
Fell asleep.
Thank you.
I saw a meme the other day that had Bart Simpson and the little boy with the glasses. I didn't watch the show, so don't be mad at me. Don't send me no daggum messages. The little boy with the glass, Millhouse, that was his name. He's showing him a cave, and it says, when you're asked to show around the new coworker, and it says, "This is where I come to cry." Cool.
50s, late 40s, early 50s. That's not uncommon. It's a lot of. I mean, I can give you examples like that.
But it's a good thing he's dead, because she can actually move on. Like, you can't move on. If he was alive, if he was alive and she found out she was having sex with her father for 15 years, you can't move on from that. Somebody's got to die.
You can't. It's gonna be hard.
Somebody's got to die.
So wait. That means he didn't know either, though.
Immediately, so I can stop vomiting, because I will have nothing else left to vomit. All my insides, all my skeleton.
He didn't know either. That's what would be the crazy part.
He wouldn't. He still doesn't know, because he's dead. How does that game go? Marry, screw, kill? How does that work when it's your dad? Oh my gosh, we talk about stuff like this and more every Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Talk Lately, the radio show. Only on BeExposedRadio.com and on YouTube live, where you can see us.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstopwrecks.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Yeah, this the man that holds it down. Mr. Showtime, D the Boss. Check us out every Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on BigExposedRadio.com.
I'm in a relationship. Mm-hmm. My girl happens to be long distance. Mm-hmm. So with that being said,
I beat my thing like it owes me money. Sorry.
Because I asked that because so many people are not comfortable.
Here's my thing. It's mine.
That's right.
And you need to know yourself before you can have somebody please. If you can't tell nobody how to please you, if you don't know how to please yourself.
That's right.
You know what you like. You know what you like. You know the stroke, all that. Mm-hmm. So you're right. And I mean, you shouldn't be ashamed of it. It's your body. Yeah, I'm over here struggling with the ear.
Yeah, I'm glad it's you today. I'm glad you today, brother.
Oh, this thing going to drop. It's going to drop about at least like 5 times.
I'm over there struggling.
So ED, do you have a problem with masturbating?
No, I don't. I don't masturbate often because I have a fear of going blind. So, yes. When
going
I
blind?
found, yes.
You could go blind from
Yes. I read about it. Is that true? No. It's not true.
It's not.
Okay.
Because I was going to say I should have been blind a long time ago.
Let me drop some knowledge on you real quick.
I was just playing.
But
Hey, what's up, good people? It's the man you all know and love, E Digger. Make sure you check us out every Saturday from 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Last time on Talk Lately.
Government. I don't understand why. Look, me, and I haven't said anything either, but this is my moment. Where this American Healthcare Act is. Oh, you all right? Ooh, a sneeze and a cough. How'd that work out? That sounds real difficult. Like, damn, sneezing is like you skipping a heartbeat. A cough is like you bringing up a lung. So it was like a sneeze and a cough. So you was dying twice. Because you was coughing. I was like, you okay? Achoo! What? How you fit that in there? So, now back to the American Healthcare Act, because you're going to need that to get the cough and the sneeze together.
Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. only on BeExposedRadio.com.
GIW, you're listening to the Be Inspired Radio Show. Well, TGIW, everybody.
Check out this flashback from the Artist Exchange Radio Show.
So you're your biggest asset.
Mm-hmm.
You have to practice self-care. Every entrepreneur has to practice self-care. You have to release yourself from toxic situations.
Explain to us real quick, what is a toxic situation?
A toxic situation is something that will control your mind, something that hurts you, something that you have to battle. Toxic. Hurt. If you're in a toxic situation, if you get hurt, if you get pain, if you get...
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Hey, family, TGIW. Thank you for tuning in to the Be Inspired Radio Show right here on BeExposedRadio.com. And if you are just tuning in, welcome. You are not tardy for the party. We are still going strong, and we are here with Miss Be Inspired and them girls.
Hey, everybody.
Deborah Franklin and Damita the Queen. And also we have our contributor, Shirlene Cece Wilson. Hey, Shirlene.
Hey.
So we're going to kick it back over to you. And, of course, we are here to engage and to answer questions, comments, all that good stuff.
Yeah, you guys, so make sure you call in.
Yeah, so before the break, we were just speaking about
about authenticity and, like, what does that really mean? Like, what does keeping it 100 actually mean? And does that give us license to speak to people any which kind of way, not monitoring our words and the damage that it could possibly cause? We spoke about, how it's, Miss Be Inspired said that, growing up, people would put labels on her, and as a result of that, she would kind of identify with those things. But, it wasn't until she decided that, well, actually, no, those things are not relevant anymore, she began to undo those things and start to act out of who she actually is. And it kind of poses the question, like, how many of us in life are walking around with mistaken identity? I mean, I think maybe that's just going to be a different show.
Yeah.
Altogether. But, it's going back to authenticity. I want to speak to Mr. Peter. Like, what does that mean to you? Like, what is authenticity to you?
Okay. Thank you for asking. So, what authenticity is to the Mclean? Going along the lines of what you're saying, people out there talking about keeping it real, keeping it 100. So I would say that's what it is. But being authentic is, just staying true to your roots, staying true to your principles, your values, your goals, staying true to your religion, your spirituality, staying true to God. Being authentic is, not trying to take on, someone else's way of life, someone else's way of thinking. Just being authentic is just, knowing who you are. You know what I'm saying? You got to know who you are. And in order to, tell somebody else about themselves, you need to know who you are first. And so just being authentic is keeping it real, keeping it 100. I did want to say, Miss Shirley, going back on one thing that you said, how you were saying that, people want to keep it 100. Meanwhile, they are hurting people's feelings at the same time. My answer to that, you said why? Why do people, call themselves keeping it real, yet, you're hurting people's feelings, you're stepping on people's toes? Well, I think that's a learned behavior. You know what I'm saying? That's a learned behavior. You got used to someone coming down on you that way. And so you have learned to come at the next person that way. Right. Someone told you that, to be authentic, you got to keep it real. You got to keep it 100, and you got to spare nobody's feelings. But that's not right.
So true.
We learn that that's not good.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think too, like, I agree, it's a learned behavior, and it's what is the perception, like, what does keeping it 100 mean? And it's a phrase that I use often, whether I'm on Periscope or Facebook, it's something like, we're just going to keep it 100, and it just means just being honest. But I think, and I think there's going to be another show about this, in terms of women and how we use our words in relationships, and, the emasculation of men and all that kind of stuff, and being conscious of that. And I'm really, really big on us managing our words well and not doing that to men and women, really. But there's a focal point for me for when it comes to men, because I really kind of get in my feelings when, women are cussing men out and saying that they're good for nothing, and that's just a whole nother show.
That's good.
But, that's just a completely different show. But, I think it's really important for us, if we go back to us, to look at what are the components that allow us or cause us or empowers us to be authentic. So, Miss Deborah.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing well, thank you. I want for you to speak about, like, what are your thoughts in terms of, what are the components that help us to be authentic? Like, if you were to break it down, if someone's saying, hey, I really want to be authentic, but I don't know where to start, like, what are some of the components do you think that could help people to become that?
Okay, first of all, I'm about to jump out my chair because you're talking about everything that I talk about on the regular. I even have a book And the name of my book is Adjectives. And adjectives meaning that these are, because you are a noun. And adjectives are words that describe a noun. And just like you were saying that people said things like Naomi was saying that people said things to her that were negative and all that and that she wasn't this and she wasn't that. And it's like I went through the same thing. I was you too short to be a model, you too fat to be a model, you too dark to be this, you too light to do this, and your hair not like everybody else's hair, or you're this and you're that. But the biggest thing is, and to find your authentic self, is you got to learn how to take those negative things and turn them around to be your positive. Because if somebody tells you that you're too short, baby, go get you a pair of stilettos and add some height to yourself. And now you taller. And if you think that you too fat, go get you a Spanx or go get you one of them good girdles to suck it in. Because and there you have it. Because sometimes you have to take what you have and make it into being better than what somebody else has to say. And when you learn to love yourself, nobody can say anything negative to you or about you that's going to make you come off your game. I'm not saying that it won't hurt. And I'm not saying that you might not have some sleepless nights or some days that you that you're gonna cry. I'm not saying that, but it's how long you stay there. And another thing, to deal with the hurt people, we got to remember that hurt people hurt people. And a lot of times people are coming at you negative because they're hurting, they're bleeding on the inside, and because they're bleeding, now they want to bleed on you. And then another thing, to find your authenticity and to be the real you and who you have been called to be and who you've been ordained to be and who you are appointed to be, you have got to take the mask off. Because when you're walking around wearing a mask of somebody else, you can't be anybody else. Because until you find out who you really are, you can't do anything. And that's one of the biggest steps to defining your authentic self.
There we go.
I hear you on that.
Amen,
I hear you on that. But my question is, how do we break that down? Because, and I completely subscribe to everything that you're saying.
Yeah.
One of the things that I have a huge challenge with, and this is why I've written a book called 21 Insights for Authentic Living, and it's about how do we effectively break that down. We know what we want the leaves on the tree to look like. We know that we want the leaves to look green and blowing in the wind and look rich and vibrant. But like, what's the root? Like, how, as a people, do we break it down where we may have had to wear a mask because things have happened in our lives? You know, like for those of you who were on the show a month ago, I just touched on how, at 14 years old, I was sexually abused, and, that was 14 by somebody who was quite influential in the church, and it turned my life upside down, and it turned it inside out, and I became this person who had a hyperactive, sexual behavior. I didn't have value for myself. I had to put on the front to protect myself so that it wouldn't happen again. So there was reason for that mask, so to speak. So for those who are listening who want to live that authentic life, but they've had to hide themselves because of fear of, whether it's abuse or rejection or whatever those things are, how do we practically break it down?
I'm just going to jump in.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna jump in. So I hear exactly what you're saying, Charlene. And the first advice I would give to someone who is in that process or who desires to break down the mask or take off the mask is to be kind and respectful to yourself first of all. And why I say that is because we tend to beat up on ourselves because we've had to wear that mask. Now, some people have that mask on, again, like you said, because of things that they've gone through, things that they've dealt with. Some people have become comfortable with that mask and they have been deceived that that is who they really are. But when you get to the point where you really are ready, because nobody can gauge that, though. That's the thing. That's the tricky part. Nobody can gauge when you should be ready to take that mask off. It's a knowing. It's something that it's like one of those aha moments that you get or you get fed up. So when you get to that point, I would say the first step is be kind to yourself and be okay with the fact that this is going to be a process. That's the first hurdle. The second hurdle is to surround yourself with people that you see who are authentic, and you can feel that. You can feel when people are authentic. You can. And so I would say to start to connect yourself with people that's like that. For me, it was my pastor, who is now my mentor. Now, it didn't start out like that for me, but she possessed something that I needed, that I saw. She was confident. She had walked that same walk I walked. So I linked up with her, and she was able to help me through that process, to help me to start peel back those layers. So those are the first two, and we getting ready to go to commercial. Oh God, we got to take a commercial break. All right, so listen, when we come back, we're gonna finish up this. Like, I think that's key. Like, how do you break down that mask, those barriers?
To bring down the barriers.
Yeah.
And then sometimes the one of the biggest things is that you got to start being okay with being okay with who you are.
Right.
Because sometimes when you look at
to go to the
okay.
break.
Oh,
Because we was getting ready to go. Like, we
ready
really
to
got to go to break.
Ready for this one.
All right.
Yeah,
So
when
we come back, we're gonna talk more about this, and we do have another segment, one more segment. We'll probably be wrapping up in that segment. So please stay tuned. And of course, you know there's going to be a part 2 because Charlene will be back. Of course, she is a permanent contributor of our show. That's all I got to say about that. So join us again after this break on the Be Inspired Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
Keyboard Cat, Hamilton the Pug, and Toast Meets World. These are some of the internet's most beloved pets. With millions of YouTube views, shares, Instagram likes, followers, and fans across the globe. But what do all these amazing pets have in common? Their stories started in a shelter. Start your story. Adopt a dog or cat today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org to find a shelter or adoptable pets near you. Training that pet to play the keyboard? Well, that's entirely up to you. Visit theshelterpetproject.org and hear more about Hamilton the Pug, Toast, and Keyboard Cat's amazing adoption stories. Start a story. Adopt a shelter or rescue pet today. Your perfect pet is just a click away at theshelterpetproject.org. A public service announcement brought to you by Maddie's Fund.
This is Tyree Miles, also known as Mr. Miles the Writer on Instagram, Fly T Miles.
Hip Hop K, that's Hip Hop K-Zar. Hip Hop K on IG, hip_hop_K.
Oh look, we coming to y'all with this new show called It Is What It Is, where we come with views, y'all.
And it's coming on every Friday, 9 to 11. Check us out.
Make sure y'all get with us. We'll be talking about any and everything, because it is what it is.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com, the home of Talk Lately with Monty, every Tuesday at 7 p.m. What's going on this weekend? Nothing? It's too cold? Girl, I'm never going to go see this Selma movie. Gosh. It's sad. I don't like looking at people in old clothes. You know what I'm saying? Dressed in them styles. Those styles is played. And I definitely don't want to go see another movie where Oprah got her bags on display. The ones under her eyes. And I love me some Oprah, but goodness gracious, they always put her, you know, strip her down with no makeup on, and them bags on her eyes be on display. Like, girl, let your worries go. Stop holding them down like that. Get some rest. She need a whole week of sleep.
The all-new season of Talk Lately, Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. on BeExposedRadio.com.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Green light. Hey girl, school zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
That was my bad. Welcome back to the Be Inspired Radio Show. on BigExposedRadio.com with your host, Miss Be Inspired on the mic. And of course, we gave Azro and Blizzard the night off so them girls could take over the show. We are determined, empowered, motivated with Deborah Franklin and Damita Queen. I'm going to go ahead and kick it off to Charlene to finish up.
Thank you, Mel. Thank you. It's just been such a good show. If you have missed what we've spoken about so far, please make sure that you find a way to listen again, because it was very, 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 very cool speaking about authenticity and what keeping it real looks like, if it gives us license to, just say what we want to say and just mangle people's hearts and put people's hearts in the blender, or, people who have given us labels and we've empowered those labels by, just listening to what people's got to say when it's not really who we are. And then we find that we have this constant internal battle, with being who people say we are and actually being who we are born to be. There's a lot of information in there, and what I'm going to be doing as a contributor to this show is I'm going to be speaking a lot about authenticity. So if you're a listener and you listen to the show frequently, what I would like for you to do is to go to Amazon and look up my book, which is called 21 Insights for Authentic Living. And that book is an easy read. Being the coach that I am, I have coaching questions at the end so that you can reflect and you can think about your life and you can think about what authenticity means to you. And the very first chapter is so poignant for looking at your darkness. And I feel that that is where being authentic can stem from. Looking at the very thing that you're trying to run away from, confront that thing, overcome that thing, and empower yourself. And we'll be going a bit more into my story throughout the shows of going from, being abused at 14 to last December confronting the man that abused me, and sat down and had a two-hour conversation with him about how his behavior affected my life. Wow. And leaving that conversation so empowered because I went through a process of healing and just being able to keep it 100 but respectful with my words.
Yes.
So, I've been there. Do join us again. I'll be back on the 6th of December.
Yay!
Okay. So you get that book. Follow me on social media. Follow me on all the platforms. You can find me via the Be Inspired Show links.
Thank you, Charlene. Cece, my sister and my friend. I'm so happy she's a part of this show. What?
I'm sorry. I forgot. I have a podcast.
Yes, please.
Mm-hmm. Please go to puritytalks.com and make sure you click on the link, subscribe to the podcast, and listen to it. It's all about sexual purity. We'll go a bit more into that in my future shows, where I speak about the fact that I've been celibate for 10 years. So make sure you do that. I'm not going to give you any more spoilers. You can listen to the podcast.
Yes. Thank you, Charlene. We appreciate you so much, and you know how much we love you here. We appreciate you. And of course, we're getting you to come next year, right? Because we're going to send you the proposal and everything. We're finding the location, but you coming here 2018.
Yes,
awesome.
Okay. Yes, all right. And thank you, family, for tuning in. I can't believe, y'all, that time
went by so
fast.
Went so fast.
What is the deal?
It was the topic. It was the topic. And you got to shout out to Paula Small. She said something. We got to close out.
She did? Okay, so let's do that. Yeah, because I can't see the comments.
Okay, I can see it. She said, Paula Small, y'all, I'm just like, I'm like, wow. She said, I had attended a session back in 2012, and it was called A Remarkable Woman. Some topics were discussed were self-enrichment, relationships, setting boundaries, honoring your temple, money matters, and leading with grace. I'm really enjoying myself tonight.
Yay! Yes. Thank you, Paula. Thank you so much. You know what? We have the best fans on the Be Inspired Radio Show. We really do. And when I tell you they support. And if something is wrong or they can't get the connection, they are blowing my inbox up. Like, what happened? I was ready to tune in. So I really want to thank you all. I really do, because you don't have to support, but you do. You take your time to be a part of our experience, and that just means so much. And we appreciate you. And y'all know I will bust a tear in a second, but I appreciate y'all so much. And we are live every Wednesday from 7 to 9 p.m. right here on BeExposedRadio.com. Once you listen one time, you become part of the family. Yeah, remember that, right? The first time you tune in, hey, Ren. Oh, speaking of that, yeah, you're going to be hearing Ren in just a couple of minutes. She will be in the studio. I can't wait. Y'all got to stay tuned for her amazing show. And let me just say, we have the best family here at Be Exposed. We really do. We appreciate each other. We support each other. It just don't get better than. And that's why we got nominated for the Baltimore Music Award. Wow. Awesome. Yeah, then we I was so pumped. Yeah, so we trying to get all them votes, because we want to be deep on that stage when they call our name. Yeah. Don't we? All of us. We going to be up on that stage like, yeah. So anyway, thank y'all so much. And please join us again next week. Same time, same place, 7 to 9 p.m. BeExposedRadio.com. And them girls.
Yay. Them girls, y'all.
Yeah.
Them determined, empowered, and motivated girls.
Hashtag the stages.
Hashtag.
I threw that out there.
Yes, be looking for that new hashtag. The stage.
The stage.
We're gonna break that later. We're gonna break that later.
All right,
can't wait.
Well, I enjoyed myself. Thank you guys for having me tonight. Again, my name is Demita Queen. Follow me on Facebook. Yeah. Follow me on Instagram at Misunderstood Queen. Boom.
Yeah, all right, and of course, y'all, this is Deborah Franklin. I am the host of Conversations with Deborah Franklin. Follow me on Facebook, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and most definitely go on the iTunes and subscribe and download and become a part of my podcast. And then, wait a minute, y'all, got one more. This totally messed me up. If you got Alexa, you can have Alexa play podcast and say, play Conversations with Deborah Franklin, and she will come up on Alexa. Come on here. I'm so excited. But y'all, be on the lookout. We got a lot of things coming. If you got to contact either of us, trust me, you can reach us. And of course, I am conversationsdeborahfranklin.com.
Yeah. See y'all next week.
Check out this flashback of the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show.